Okay, well, I'm really excited to share with you today's message. And I tell you, it's probably really important because I just spent the afternoon recording a video for it. And as I played it back, there was no sound. So that just tells me that the adversary was trying to interfere with that one because he knows this is such a good message to hear. Anyways, my message today is about hope. If you follow me on my Happy Lady Facebook page, or if you follow me on my other blog, allstandtall.blogspot.com, you'll probably have noticed lately all the little different pictures I've been sharing of the awesome little tender mercies that the Lord has been putting in my life. And these are just incredible experiences. I can't stop talking enough about them because I'm so excited. And I know that by sharing them with others, it'll help you be more excited to feel God's love in your life and just to kind of testify that He's real and the way that He blesses us is so amazing. Okay, so I'm excited to share with you today one of my very favorite experiences that you may have seen, but I want to talk to you about it in person. So it was just a few weeks ago. I was just sitting on my bed. It was a Sunday afternoon, and it was a fast Sunday, and I was fasting, and I pulled out a book that I've been reading. It's called A Mighty Change of Heart, and it's actually a free PDF. If you go to amightychangeofheart.com, you'll find it on there, and the author's story is just incredible. So the chapter that I had left off on was something about fasting, and it had fasting in the title. So not only was I fasting, I was reading about fasting, so I was pondering about it. And I had a lot of things on my mind lately that I had been fasting for, and the thing that just kept coming in my mind was hope. I just wanted to feel and experience hope. And I appreciate everything that the Lord does for me, and I always let Him know that it's, thy will be done, and I will be happy with whatever your will is. And so I've had to learn a lot of patience. And maybe you understand what I'm talking about. But one of the things that He's been sharing with me lately is a message of hope. That I just need to have hope. And hope for things I can't see, and just believe in them and just be happy. And that's what hope is to me, is just waiting for those good things to happen and just being happy and patient in the meantime. So I'm sitting there reading this chapter, and all of a sudden I see this flash of white out of the corner of my eye, and I look over out my bedroom window, and I see just the tip of this white image just float down from the sky and onto my lawn. And I'm not kidding, the first thing I thought was that an angel? Because that would be really cool if that was an angel. I rush over to the window, I look out, and I see this white balloon, a white star mylar balloon. In fact, I have it right here. And it was completely inflated. And I watched this thing just come down and touch down on the lawn, and it's just sitting there. And right away, I had this distinct voice in my mind that just said, there is a message on that balloon for you. Go get it right now. I just felt excitement from head to toe, and I knew with everything in me that this balloon had come from heaven. It was a heavenly balloon with a heavenly message on it just for me. I was so excited. So I yelled at my kids, come out into the backyard, hurry! And I ran down the basement stairs. I fly out the patio door. My kids are all following me, and I look around and there's nothing there. And that was weird because it took me less than 10 seconds to run down those stairs and out into that backyard. We have a pretty big backyard, and it wasn't windy, and all of a sudden that balloon's gone. And my husband's standing up on the balcony, and he looks down and says, what are you doing? What are you looking for? And I said, I saw this white balloon, but it's gone. Maybe I'm seeing things. So he just kind of looks over the fence into the neighbor's yard, and he says, oh, I see it. It's over there in the Johnson's rose bushes. So I was like, go figure. So I just thought, I'll just forget about it. Well, my kids wouldn't let it go. And my son said, Mom, no, Mom, you have to go get that balloon. You said yourself that it was from heaven and that there was a message on it for you. Well, let's go find out what it is. Don't you just love the faith of children? So I thought, okay, he's right. Let's go. So we ran over to the neighbor's house. My kids all followed me over, and we knocked on the door, and this sweet couple comes to the door, my friends Chuck and Vicky, and they said, "Oh, how you doing? What's going on?" And I said, "Well, you're going to think I'm crazy, but this balloon just landed in your backyard, and I feel like there's a message on it for me, so we need to get it." And they just kind of smiled and said, "Oh, we don't think you're crazy. We love you. Come on in." So they invited me in, and we went out into the backyard, and sure enough, there it was, sitting in the rose bushes. My children ran down the stairs, grabbed the balloon, and my son looks at it and says, "Mom, you were right. There is a message on this balloon." I was so excited. So he comes running up the steps, and he turns the balloon around, and there it was, written in black marker, the word hopes. Wow. I don't know if you're feeling it, but I have been feeling it from head to toe. And it's so powerful. It's just one word, but it says so much to me. And I looked at my neighbors, and they just thought, wow, that is really cool. And I just shared with them how I just felt that this balloon had come from heaven, and it had this message that I needed to hear. As I got thinking about it, I thought, you know what, maybe that's why it went into their yard. Maybe they needed to be a part of this little tender mercy also. And I'm sure it blessed their lives as well. So they said I could keep the balloon, and to this day I still have it. We deflated it, and I keep it with me now wherever I go, because I've shared more than once now with groups of people this awesome story. And that's what I love about the pictures I've been taking lately, and the miracles I've been seeing in the sky and in my home, in my backyard. So many awesome things that are visible evidence. I mean, they're tangible, that heaven is showing me its love. My heavenly parents, my angels, everybody on the other side of the veil who is listening to all my many, many prayers, they're wanting me to know that I'm loved, and that they're hearing my prayers, and that I matter, and I'm important. And the reason I share this with you is because if these things are happening to me, then I know they're happening to you. And I'm going to share more on that in a minute. There's a little part 2 to this story. You may have seen this on my Facebook page. So a couple weeks ago, we got invited to a bishopric dinner, and the bishop and his wife had all the bishopric members and their wives go to this nice dinner. And at the end of the meal, they surprised us and said, "Oh, we have a gift for you guys. Your husbands are always kept so busy here at church serving, and you don't see them a lot, so we thought that you might appreciate this little gift to let you know that you're loved and you're appreciated for giving us your husbands." So she passed us all out these books, and wow, there it was again, hope. And what's even neater, down here, if you'll see the subtitle, Heavenly Reminders to Brighten Your Day. Now, if you've been following me, you know that these are the very words I've been using in my blog posts. I share that all these little heavenly reminders of God's love for me, that's what they are. So for all of you who've been following me, you've probably seen all these awesome pictures I keep taking of hearts. Hearts that are just showing up everywhere in my life. I mean, in the most random, unexpected places, in the most creative and unique ways. So we're talking hearts like liquid spilling on the floor and turning into the perfect shape of a heart, or a stain on my couch in the perfect shape of a heart. So these are very random, but you can tell that they were meant to be the shape of a heart, and they're unique for me so that I recognize them. It's not like a magazine arriving on my porch with a giant heart on it, which would be awesome too. But these are just unique and random little ways that heaven's letting me know that they love me, and only in ways that I will recognize them, so that they're special just for me. So on the spine of this book is a heart. There it is. When I saw that, I thought, oh, again, I love it. I'm getting the message. Hope and love. That's what it's all about. That's the message that I'm sharing with you today, because that's the message I'm getting every day in my life. And it's getting louder and louder and more powerful. So I wanted to share with you that, you know, over the past several months, I've had these little manifestations, but it's almost like I'm noticing them more and more each day. And I don't necessarily think it's because God's loving me more now than he was several months ago. I think it's because I'm in a place where I'm being more observant and I'm noticing them more. I'm more in tune with the Spirit. And I've taken the time each day to look around my surroundings and notice these little hearts and smiley faces and all the awesome little things that they're sending me. And I have many friends who've shared similar experiences with me. Some of them are seeing feathers, others get pennies, buttons, paper clips, whatever it is. It's something that's personal and unique for them. And it's heaven's way of showing them that they care, that they love them. And so it wasn't until I became more observant that I started noticing these. And I find for me, maybe it's the same for you, that it's always in a moment or close to a moment when I'm about to be maybe brokenhearted, devastated, frustrated, let down, something not so good in my life. It's right before one of those moments or during the heat of the moment. All of a sudden, I will just see a heart right there take shape before my eyes sometimes. There it is. And it's heaven's way of letting me know before I let myself go off this other way that I'm loved, that I matter, and that they're there and they care about me. And it makes all the difference in that moment. It makes all the difference. And so my challenge to you is to start being more observant, because I know if these things are happening to me, they're happening to you. They're happening to everyone. And if you don't notice them right now, you know what? Start taking the time to be more observant. Start taking the time to be quiet and still and think and ponder and look around your surroundings. Start noticing these little signs. And then when you start seeing them and finding them, take pictures. Share them with your family. Write about them in your journal, because when you do this and you verbally acknowledge them and appreciate them to the Lord, it's like you start seeing more of them. And so it's just awesome. So that's my message for you today, is hope is real. It's all about hope and love right now. And you know what? The Lord hears my prayers. I know He hears your prayers. And He's teaching us patience. That's the way I'm feeling right now, is that He's teaching us patience. And so as I'm going along and I'm being patient and I'm trying to be happy and just wait for things to happen, and wait for those blessings to come, I'm feeling hope. That's what hope is. So that's my message for you today. I would love to hear your stories, see some of your pictures. So please comment below this video, or you can always comment on my blogs, go to my website. But to share your experiences or to get more tips on how to be happy, you can check out my website at yourhappylady.com, and you can also go to my YouTube channel for more videos. And my YouTube channel is under Happy Marriages, and that's all one word. Anyways, thanks so much for joining me today, and we will see you soon.